Okay guys, so today we're going to be talking about a wild edible. Um, what we have here growing is a wild strawberry. A wild strawberry is a perennial herb, and you'll find them growing um, in open woodlands and clearings and moist woods, and they're all throughout the USA and Canada. And these grow to about 3 to 6 inches tall, and they've got kind of long stems on them. When they've got flowers on them, they're little white flowers with they usually have, I think it's 5 petals. Um, they do produce a berry, a little strawberry that kind of resembles a cultivated strawberry, and those can be eaten. But what we're going to do today is we're going to gather some of these leaves. Now these leaves, if you'll see here, I've got my little gather bag. These leaves can be dried and then steeped. Just going to pick off a few of the leaves and put them in my little bag. Dry some of these out, but they can be steeped in hot water that you've purified to make a tea. And that tea is going to be high in vitamin C. The tea is supposed to have a sweet flavor and be clear. As you can see on these, they grow 3 leaves per stem, and they're a jagged edged leaf, and they look just like a strawberry plant, if you've ever seen a strawberry plant. I'm going to reach back in here. There's several growing in this area, and I'm just going to flick off some of the leaves to hang up and let dry. And if you've got a little bag, little mesh bag that air can move through, you can just hang it up and let these dry at your camp over a couple days. But I'm going to collect several of these just to try to make a good intense tea with a good shot of vitamin C. You might want to take these and rinse them off first before you start your drying process, just to make sure you don't have anything else on it, any larvae or insects, or if they've been around a noxious plant, kind of get that washed off, and then hang them out and let them dry. Okay, well, I've just got those hung up there to dry, and we'll check back on them tomorrow and see how long it's going to take for those to dry out for us. Hi everybody, and welcome back to Coyote Ridge. What we're going to be doing today is fixing tea out of the strawberry leaves, the wild strawberry leaves that we collected from the other day. These have had a couple days to just kind of hang in our mesh bag and kind of dry out some. You don't have to let these dry out, but it's going to make it a little more aromatic and flavorful. That's kind of why they dry tea leaves. We're just going to take these out, and as you can see, they could probably still use a little bit of dry time, but we're going to try to break some of these up a little bit. Yeah, they could really stand to dry out more. But there's a lot of different plants you can do this with. Raspberry and blackberry leaves. I may do the raspberry next. We have some raspberries growing right in our yard, and it's really best to get them earlier in the season if you're going to harvest many of them before they flower when the leaves are young. You want to get young tender leaves. Probably going to pack the most nutritional value. And basically what this is going to be for, this little tea from the wild strawberry, it's just going to be for an extra little dose of vitamin C, and you know, it may implant a little bit of flavor to whatever water you have available. With this, you just have to heat your water. You don't really have to bring it to a boil unless you're trying to purify the water that you've got before, prior to this, you know. I'd suggest whenever you take the time to purify water, that you make up some, if you have a container, to carry it in, and you know, top off your containers with it. If you can see there, we just got a pretty good little amount in there. And in lieu of making a fire today, I'm just going to use the alcohol stove again. As you can see, it needs cleaned pretty good. But maybe after this video I might try and clean it up some. And the fuel I'm using, as you can see, is just, this is 91% isopropyl alcohol. This is just basically rubbing alcohol. You know, the benefit of having something like this in your kit, you know, it's an antiseptic and a sanitizer, and you know, if you get little nicks and cuts or bug bites or whatever, you know, you put that on there, and that's going to help keep the area clean. You want to try to keep any wounds clean. You could also use alcohol that you would consume for that, you know, and this you could make like a tincture out of herbs for treatment topically. But if you used a consumable alcohol from a product, say vodka or pure grain alcohol, you know, you want to use clear most of the time, then that would be, you could make a medicine that could be consumed orally. Okay, I was thinking where there was some spillage here, it'd probably be a good idea where I'm not taking the time on the count of lighting to let it evaporate well, to just, I had a flat stone laying around here, I'm going to set this up on, you know, kind of keep it away from the cloth of my shemagh there and whatever. But I'll try and just see if we can get a little here to make this a little easy to light. It doesn't evaporate before I get to it. There we go. Okay, so we're going to try and get our pot stand hack on there. Come in around, kind of watch which way your wind is going. Okay, we've got our water on to boil now. Well, not really boil. I'm just going to try and heat it up a little bit to put it over top of our leaves that we've dried for a couple days, and then we're going to let those steep. See, this is a good sign here of why a windscreen comes in good. You know, anything that you can throw in your kit to act as a windscreen would be good. You could even take cardboard and put some aluminum foil over it, or even just aluminum foil folded up around and tall enough to kind of sit over top of your where your cooking area is, and that's going to keep air from blowing your flame away from your pot or cup or whatever it is you're using to cook or heat water in. So our water is already getting hot. So see, it doesn't take too much at all. So I'm going to take this hot water, come in with my snuffer, try to get it over that. And of course mine's leaking a little bit, so I'm going to give it a little blowout. Now I'm going to take this hot water and I'm just going to pour this over top of our leaves. We're going to cover that up and just let them steep there in that for a little while. And while you're doing that, while you're letting those leaves steep, you can work on different projects around camp. Anything you need to do. Always work. That's an important thing too. Is you should constantly be working on your camp, on your situation to make it better. Especially if you're in a survival situation, you're going to want to occupy your mind and having little tasks to do, and anything that you can do to improve your situation is going to help dramatically. Okay, so we're going to try some of our tea. We probably could have had a little bit warmer water when we started and let it steep just a little bit longer. What would have been the biggest benefit would have been having the leaves completely dry. There we go, guys. Yeah, it's kind of like a really light tea, just like anything that you would normally drink, a hot tea. With the drier leaves, more of the drier leaves crushed up, you could tell would give an even richer tea flavor. But yeah, that could be a good boost to you at camp. And I would like to take this time to say thank everybody for watching. All of you that have subscribed and liked the page. If you enjoy this channel and you've enjoyed watching it and we've helped you, then consider helping us keep coming to you. I have some Amazon affiliate links in the description area of my videos. You can just drop down below and hit the show more area under there, and that will show you some of the links I have. I've included a link to the song that I use for intro and outro. That's actually a song that I wrote and recorded. But if you plan on ordering from Amazon anyway, don't do it special. But if you're going to anyway, consider using one of my links, and that'll help. I'll just get a small commission off that. And as always, guys, remember to keep your head on a swivel, practice whatever you want to be good at, and question everything.